Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today is Saturday, the 4th, the day before the Super Bowl. Yesterday we had a nice, um, I believe it was nine games on tap. Unfortunately, I couldn't make a video yesterday. Um, um, Today I'm kind of pressing for time, so what I'm going to do today is try to point out some price discrepancies between the two sites. I'm going to try to keep it simple and go through a couple players that I like. Uh, I can't go in depth today, but I'll throw a few things out there. Try to make this video as fast as possible. We know an hour before lock is like the craziest time of the day, so keep that in mind. Another thing I like to say is your value plays. Try to nail down your value plays like never before. If you use value plays, please try to nail them down and get them right because your value plays are game changers. I can show you guys a lineup that I did yesterday. A quick recap before I get into this. I'll start with Fanduel. Did a couple lineups over here, just a couple darts in big $3, nothing major. One of them had uh, Jimmy Butler in there, so I won't even have to go into that. My highest scoring lineup was this right here, 315. Just Rubio, Farrell, Levert, Booker, Barnes, Harrison Barnes, Jokic, Taj Gibson, and DeMarcus Cousins. And on DraftKings, I had Yogi Ferrell, Seth Curry, um, Norman Powell, Wilson Chandler, Nikola Jokic, Devin Booker, Taj Gibson, Miles Turner. Um, so that's, and that lineup gave me 308. So I cashed in that one, and I cashed in the late night lineup as well. I probably won't get into that, but let's try to keep things rolling. Like I said, unfortunately, I can't go in depth, but I got a few things I just want to point out to you all. It's unfortunate. I know a lot of people got burned by that Jimmy Butler situation. I'm right here in Chicago, and I didn't hear anything, so and I got burned on both sides by him. Luckily, I ran a couple multiples. Um, that I normally don't do, but I just been testing the waters lately. So with that being said, we're gonna kick it off with this first game, Detroit and Indiana. Like I said today, guys, I'm just gonna point out a few of my favorite plays. Um, right off the back, looking at the Detroit side of things, actually I don't too much like the pace of this game. But anyway, slower paced games, I probably tend to lean towards the bigs in those. So for those reasons, I definitely believe Drummond is in play. And with that being said, I'll go over to FanDuel. He's coming in at 8,500 on FanDuel, and he's 7,600 on DraftKings. So that's something to keep in mind. Price discrepancies are crucial if whether you know it now. That's why I like to point it out to you guys. And there's a lot of price discrepancies on the slate. But Drummond, he's probably I like Drummond. I definitely like Caldwell Pope. Those are probably my two favorite plays on this side of the ball. And on Indiana side of things, I like Jeff Teague. You know, he's one of my favorite plays in this one. Um, on this side of the ball, I don't mind Paul George. I probably won't be playing him. A cheaper option, C.J. Miles, and keep an eye out for the injury situation of Thaddeus Young. Um, and we have a 10-game slate. I'll keep it moving. Like I say, I'm pressing for time. These two teams right here, New Orleans and Washington, these two teams actually just met. So Washington is at home. I'll come to the New Orleans side of things, and right off the back, I'm liking Anthony Davis. He's 10-4 on DraftKings, and on Fanduel he's 11-2. So like an 800 difference. I like Drew Holiday. Um, he is coming in at 7,400, very reasonable price on DraftKings, and on FanDuel he is 8K. So you can look at the last time these two teams met. Um, Anthony Davis had an absolute monster game, 70 fantasy points, and that's awesome in 41 minutes. Um, you know, 17 rebounds, 36 points. I definitely like to play. And, Drew Holiday, he had a great game as well. And he's been tearing it up and killing, crushing value. So that's what you want on your price tag. You definitely want that upside, and Drew Holiday can provide it. So he's definitely in play. I don't even mind the stack. And then the rest, everyone else on here is probably GPP options. Dante Cunningham, he seems to be back healthy. Pay attention to the starting lineups because, um, you never know who gets the start over here. Solomon Hill, he logged a ton of minutes. He has a little bit better offensive game than Cunningham, so for those reasons, he's probably been earning more minutes as of late. Cheap option. You never know when he's going to have a good game. On to the Washington side of things. Um, it's really interesting with Washington because 1, 2, 3, they're starting 5 lineup, and then the 6th man. These guys are the ones who log minutes. So John Wall, he's a very good player, man. With that 60-point upside. Last time these two teams played, he had 53 fantasy points on that 9,800 price tag. He's priced at 10.2 now. On FanDuel, he's priced at 10.6. Similar pricing. I definitely don't mind the play. Keep in mind, Washington has been on a nice home winning streak and just killing it. Bradley Beal, somebody who I don't mind. He's been tearing it up. Actually, the whole starting lineup has been tearing it up as of late. Last 3 games he's been producing, and he has a wonderful matchup coming in at 6,900, and on FanDuel he's priced at 7K, 38, 38, 39 fantasy points. The minutes 34, 32. The minutes are there. I like to play. Markieff Morris, another guy. All the starters, they log a ton of minutes. Against Noah, he's been crushing it, lately. His price is up, but, he's been solid. Look at all of that. So he's been solid like every game, and I hate I missed out on all of that, but, he's definitely been crushing it. He's priced at 6,900 on DraftKings, and on FanDuel he's priced at 7,200. Well deserved for what he's been doing. Otto Porter, someone who, he's priced at 6,200. On FanDuel he's priced at 6,400. Similar pricing. We know he can provide upside on that tag. Probably somebody I won't be on, but he can go off at any time. Marcin Gortat, last time these two teams played, he had 36 fantasy points, which was good. I definitely don't mind the play today. He's been tearing it up. He's been playing well. So and that's just the Washington Wizards team. They just log a ton of minutes. So they always make good plays, stacks, and whatever. Even Oubre Jr., if he could ever get it together, he gets minutes. He just got to get the usage. It don't want anybody who's out there just being a body. Moving over to the Orlando and Atlanta game, um, Paul Millsap. Let's start off with the Orlando side of things because they're at Orlando side of things. Nikola Vucevic, he's got a tough matchup against Dwight Howard. He's coming in at 7K. On Fanduel, he's priced at 7,200, similar priced. He is someone who has an outside jump shot, so he can probably bring um, um, Howard out of the paint. Um, He's been playing well as of late. His minutes are starting to get secure around that 30-minute mark. He goes upward, and that's what we like. We want him to get minutes so we can pinpoint, if he's a player or not. We just want consistent minutes. Serge Ibaka, he's been doing great as of late. He's having a monster game last game early on. Do I like to play tonight? It's something I have to really think about. I haven't decided if I like to play or not. Alfred Payton, GPP. Evan Fournier, he's coming in at 5K. And on DraftKings, on FanDuel, he's 5K as well. You know, I like to play. Probably one of my favorite plays just because based off volume alone, shot attempts, minutes, you know, to hit value, he's got to give you 25. We know he has upside on that price. I'm not too fond about the defense at the two guard position over there, but just based off volume alone, I like Evan Fournier's and his price. So Aaron Gordon, GPP options, and the rest of the guys are GPP options. Aaron Gordon's price is going down. That's something to take a look at. He's priced around the same on FanDuel as well. Moving over to the Atlanta side of things, interesting team, interesting plays. They just lost to Houston. They'll be looking to bounce back. Millsap, Millsap is in play. He's been, we know he has upside on that price tag. He can erupt any given game. He's definitely in play on a large slate, but on a large slate like this, you definitely can find property value at that position. Dwight Howard has been playing well. He's been playing well. So if you look at his log, in the revenge game, he's had 62 points, 27, 37, 33. He's been doing all right. He's priced at 7,200 on FanDuel, on DraftKings, and 7,400 on FanDuel. I forgot to point out. Oh yeah, well, Dennis Schroeder. I like the price tag, 5,900. If you rather play him, I'll definitely rather play him on. Well, he's priced around the same on both sites, so I don't mind the play. I definitely don't mind the play. Dennis Schroeder. I like the play actually. Hardaway Jr. I like to play. The rest of them guys are probably GPP options. I can't. I like Tim Hardaway and GPP. He's coming in at 5,100. On FanDuel, he's 5,200. So moving over to the next game, we have Philadelphia and Miami. Miami at home. Looking at the Philly side of things, we got injuries to Embiid, Covington. Check the injury stats. Check the stats of Noel. I got burned by Noel last time. Didn't know he had the flu or whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Ersan Ilyasova is somebody who's been tearing it up. I don't like the pace of the game that at Miami tries to bring. He's priced at 6,500. He just went up 700 on Fanduel. He's priced at um, 6,100. So there you have it. I'm kind of iffy on that play. It's a very big slate, so you guys can find some value. But depending on the injury situations, we have to wait. McConnell though he's been, he's at that price tag. He's in play. 25. He's got to give you, I mean around upwards of 20. We at least want 30 from him to be happy. He's capable of that. So outside of that, it's just like an injury situation, a waiting game. You have to wait to see who's in and who's out. Sarek, I kind of like Sarek from that one as well. On Miami side of things, Hassan Whiteside, I like to play. Gordon Dragic, I like to play. I wouldn't even mind stacking these two. Hassan Whiteside, you get him at 7,600 on Fanduel, on DraftKings, and on Fanduel you get him at 8,800. So that's a whole 1,200 difference. As for Goran Dragic, he's priced at 8,100 on Fanduel, and you see he's 7,400 on DraftKings. So and then Tyler Johnson is back, so he played like 30 minutes last game. The first game he came back, he played 19 minutes. Then the second game he played back, he played 32 minutes against Atlanta and put up 30 fantasy points. So he's definitely in, because you could definitely take him into consideration. I think when he comes in, most of the times, I think waiters he can easily slide over to the 3 position. James Johnson, I don't mind to play. And that's about it. Moving on over to Cleveland and New York. New York is at home. We'll look at the Cleveland side of things. Cleveland still needs wins. Injury situations, keep an eye out on Love. LeBron James is self-explanatory. In the Garden, he'll probably be looking to go crazy. Coming in at 10.5, and on FanDuel he's priced at 11.5. That's a whole thousand difference. Tristan Thompson, Iman Shumpert, somebody who's been logging a lot of minutes. You can get him in for cheap. Kyrie Irving, definitely don't mind the play. But we have to keep an injury notice out for Kevin Love. He's really key. He's someone who can go off as well. There you have that on the New York side of things. Carmelo Anthony, 7,800 on 8,100 on FanDuel. He's in play. I can't even deny that. He's in play. Kristaps Porzingis is he's coming in at 6,700. Like to see his minutes get up there. His attempts though were there. He put up 40 fantasy points against Brooklyn his last time out. He'll be facing these guys here in the Cleveland Cavaliers. So he's priced at 6,600 on FanDuel. Very nice price tag. I definitely like the play. And I like the price tag on both sites. It looks like he's ready to roll. I definitely like the play. Derrick Rose, I think he's already ruled out. Make sure you keep an eye out on that. The big situation over here is just you got Hernan Gomez. You got to decipher that stuff, man. You guys can figure it out. Hopefully you guys can figure it out. But Brandon Jennings, I'm not a fan of that defense over there by Kyrie Irving. So you'll have to if you can't find any better value, I definitely won't mind firing him up. Uh, from a minute standpoint alone, he's getting the minutes. He had he made one field goal last game and still managed to give you guys 33 fantasy points. So keep that in mind. You know, the attempts are there. He's getting anywhere from 10 to 15 shots a game, 6K. He's definitely in play. Uh, Charlotte and Utah. Interesting thing here. Utah is at home. We'll look at the Charlotte side of the ball first. Kemba Walker coming in at 7K. You're getting him at a discount. He's questionable though. Keep an eye out on that. He's been sick, so yesterday he missed the practice so you have to keep an eye out on that situation. He happens to play. You can get him at 7K and 7,600 on Fanduel. If he does play, I probably still would be off of him. This is an interesting scenario right here. Now you got Batum coming in at 6,400. He just dropped 800. Of course, he's going against this, slower, slower paced team, condensed base down team in Utah. But at 6,400, if you feel that he can, hit the value, definitely fire him up. I just think he's in play just because of his peripherals alone. He can get you, 5, and 15 points, 5, and a steal or two, to help him. He's a triple double threat on any given night. Keep something to look at. On FanDuel, he's priced at 7,100, so that's like a 700 difference. Interesting price tag. Big time decisions to be made. Frank Kaminsky has already been named the starter since yesterday, and keep in mind they got rid of Spencer Hawes and Roy Hibbert, and they received Plumlee. So Plumlee, he'll be in at minimum price tag. That's something to keep an eye out, especially going against Gobert. So it looks like Marvin Williams and Kid Gilchrist, these guys will be logging some ton of minutes, and make sure you guys look into this Miles Plumlee thing because he'll be greatly needed tonight. He'll be greatly needed tonight, definitely against Gobert. So I haven't really looked into that situation to see if he's going to be playing. I'm confident he'll be playing, but make sure you guys run a check on that. Frank Kaminsky, Kid Gilchrist, looks like they'll have to play a lot of small ball. So watch out for that. On Utah and Charlotte, Utah side of things, Gobert 7,500 on FanDuel on DraftKings, and on FanDuel he's about 7,900. I love the play. Definitely love the play. He's got midgets over there. He's going to get some midgets. But like I said, they'll probably be firing up Plumlee in a hurry. But I still like the play. He's got 50-point upside, as you can see. I know there's going to be a really low total for this game. Gordon Hayward, 7,300. He's in play. George Hill, I've been iffy on him. Favors, he's back, but George Hill does have a really nice price tag at 5,600. And we know he has upside on that price tag. Rodney Hood is out. So that might be give George Hill a usage bunt, maybe, or it might go to Hayward. But guys like Burks and Joe Johnson and English, they get a couple more minutes. Joe Johnson has played 27 minutes in the last 2 games, coming in at 3,600. Keep an eye on that. Um, um, interesting play here. We have to wait on some more news, but last game, Alec Burks played 25 minutes. We know he can be a great, excellent play, especially with Hood out. So he's coming in at 3,400. So keep an eye on that. Moving over to the Denver and San Antonio game. San Antonio was at home. Yesterday we had Jokers go crazy. He's supposed to be on the minutes limit. So later on, I seen on Fantasy Labs. I seen on Fantasy Labs that he was going to get. He was supposed to get 25 to 28 minutes. I said that's enough for me. I went ahead and fired him up, and yesterday he was priced at 9,300. Well, I guess because he's going against the Spurs, he's priced down at 8,900. I've been riding the Joker, Jokic, every game. So, hey, even if I have to make a separate lineup, I'm playing him. Self-explanatory. I don't care. I'm playing him. I'm definitely playing him. Gallinari. I don't know the situation of him. He was out last game. He'll probably keep an eye on it to see if he's out this game. I really like the Joker's play. He's probably my favorite play over here. Going up against the Spurs team, I haven't checked the spreads or anything like that. Kenneth Fareed, I like the price tag on him, definitely. Gary Harris, I'm not feeling him. Wilson Chandler is an interesting play. He's got a tough matchup, though, especially if Gallinari doesn't play. On the San Antonio side of things, but you know what, though? Like I said, Jokic is priced at 8,900 on DraftKings, and then you can get Jokic. Jokic is priced at 10.3 on Fanduel, so a big price discrepancy there. San Antonio side of things, Kawhi Leonard, self-explanatory. Definitely like to play. He had 52 fantasy points last time these two teams met. So that's something to watch out for there. Last game, Aldridge was out for rest purposes. I'd imagine he'll be in the starting lineup at 6,700. I definitely like the price tag and the play. And on FanDuel, he is priced at 7,800, folks. So he's priced 1,100 more on FanDuel. David Lee, 5,900. Don't mind the play there. Dwayne Dedman, 4,200. His price has risen. He had a pretty nice game last game, playing 22 minutes. He's getting his good fantasy production, in limited amount of minutes. That's something to look at. That's probably only, probably Kawhi and Aldridge will probably be the only guys I'll probably be looking at in this one. On the San Antonio side. Moving over to the Memphis side, Memphis and Minnesota game. A game that I probably just won't be on. On the Memphis side of things, even though Marc Gasol has been lights out, he's priced at 7,700. A very nice price tag on FanDuel. He's priced at 8,700. So another 1,000 difference. We know what he can do. He has peripherals. His rebounding. We wouldn't mind if his rebounding was up a little more, but he gets assists, blocks, steals, and points and buckets. So, you know, he makes for a fine play. Conley, 7,100. Uh, on FanDuel, Conley is priced at 7,800. Um, they on the back-to-back, so he had a tough task with Westbrook yesterday. Westbrook went absolutely crazy. He'll probably be looking to bounce back. He has a favorable matchup. He's in play, definitely. Zach Randolph, someone who I love his price tag at 5,600. Yesterday he had a pretty good game. Like I said, he's on a back-to-back. Priced at 6,100 on FanDuel. That price is, at that price is just screaming, pick me. For what he's been doing as of late, he makes for a pretty decent play. Minnesota side of things. Karl Anthony Towns, man, he's priced at 9K on DraftKings, and on FanDuel he is priced at 10.4. So that's 1,400. A 1,400 price discrepancy. Andrew Wiggins is priced down. He's coming in at 6,300 on DraftKings, and on FanDuel he's 7,300. So that's a whole 1,000. Ricky Rubio, 6K on DraftKings, and 6,900. This is what I've been waiting on. Zach LaVine, he's down. His price is still going down, so that's good. At 5,800 on DraftKings, and he's 6K on FanDuel. Keep an eye out on the injury situation. Gorgie Jing at 5,100. They got him priced down, because they're going against Memphis, I believe. Slower paced team. He's 5,500 on FanDuel. I don't mind. I don't mind that play. If Levine happened to be out, Shabazz Muhammad, he's someone who's. I'm just looking at his game logs and his usage and things like that. Tibbs is really liking him. He's getting buckets, man. First and foremost, coming off the bench, getting buckets. A few rebounds fall in his hands, and then a couple good passes. Then he got a good game. So coming in at 4K, I definitely don't mind the play. I don't know about tonight, but I definitely. He's worth pointing out. I know that. But you know what though? Any of these guys in the starting lineup, truthfully, I say probably besides Levine, I don't mind them. I don't mind them. Wiggins, he's pretty much he's at that price tag. I don't mind Wiggins. It is what it is. Milwaukee and Phoenix. Interesting game here. Should be one of the faster paced games. You got ABC coming in at 10.3. They refuse to bring his price down. On FanDuel, he's 10.5. He has just been, just somebody I'm not looking to roster anyway. But for those who do roster him, they could try to at least lower his price a little bit for what he's been doing. He hasn't hit 5 times in quite a while. Someone who I like in this one could be is Jabari Parker. He went upwards of 50. He went upwards. He provided a nice amount of upside on that price tag. last night. They are on a back-to-back, but they still got to play. He's priced at 7K. I like that price. On Fanduel, he's priced at 7,400. I definitely don't mind some Jabari Parker. Um, um, Malcolm Brogdon, Dellavedova. Uh, I don't mind the play. Somebody who I probably won't be looking to roster, but I don't mind the play. Dellavedova has been getting minutes as of late. Um, you know, he's coming in at 4K. Um, you know, uh, he'll probably be having to take the duties on guard and Bledsoe in this one. So and then I'm not a big fan of Bledsoe's defense. It's just a kind of how aggressive offensively you think Dellavedova and Brogdon could be. So that'll determine a lot. As far as the big situation over here, it's just rough. It's hard to predict Jason Kidd. It's just crazy. Monroe gets 13 minutes. Then you go down to Henson. He has a great game at minimum price yesterday. 31 minutes. Went 10 times. Over 10 times. Then you got Thon Maker. He gets minutes. He get a start, and then it's just. And then they just picked up Roy Hibbert and Spencer Hall. So just keep out on the situation of who's playing and who's not, man. It is what it is. And then we have the last game on tap is Sacramento and Golden State, man. Golden State Sacramento at home on the keep an eye out on Draymond Green's situation. He might give it a go. I'm quite sure he'll probably be giving it a go. But still keep an eye on that situation with Draymond Green, Pachulia, and Livingston. Keep an eye on that injury situation. JaVale McGee, someone who can hit value in a hurry. I've been riding them. I don't know about tonight, but I have been riding them. 15 minutes, 24 fantasy points. 17 minutes, 21 fantasy points. 9 minutes, 16 fantasy points. 10 minutes, 16 fantasy points. Definitely worth the gamble of rostering him. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, those guys play. They're in play. On the other side, Sacramento, very short-handed, man. Temple out. Flalo was dealt with a sickness last night. Keep an eye out on that. Caspi's out. Gay's out. They're short-handed. McLemore, he stepped up last night. Played 35 minutes at 3K, 24 fantasy points. Keep an eye out on him. I thought Richardson would make the splash last night. I took him in the late night, still cashed. Took him in the after hours and still cashed. It might have helped my lineup. Anyway, he gave me 0 fantasy points, and it is what it is. But high energy guys like Tolliver, he comes in, he plays minutes. This team is short-handed. A cheaper option if a GPP dart against a faster-paced team. We know Matt Barnes will be getting the minutes. Ty Lawson, we know we know he'll be getting minutes, and he'll be aggressive offensively, especially if Flalo is out again. So he had 31 fantasy points on 7 for 10 shooting last night. That was pretty good for him. Darren Collison, just somebody who's getting the minutes, man. Boogie, if you think these guys can, keep it a game, stay in the game, he's definitely in play. I don't know if I'll be rostering Boogie tonight. I don't know. He's coming in at 10-7 on DraftKings and 11-1 on Fanduel. And there you have it. I noticed I went over here to the Milwaukee game. I noticed I missed the Phoenix game. So for those reasons, I'll come back. Right off the back, you got Eric Bledsoe. He's priced at $8,500. On FanDuel, he's priced at $9,500. Yesterday he was priced at $8,800, so his price is going down a little bit. Someone who I don't know if I'll be looking to roster him. Interesting thing to note out right here is Devin Booker, someone who I like this game. He'll probably see. It's hard to tell who he'll see. He might end up seeing some whatever the guy's name is, Snell. But anyway, he got hot last night, and that's what we like. He played 41 minutes, hit a game winner. He's been on a heater lately, man. Someone who I like, just off pure volume alone. And he's got a bright future ahead of him. He's on FanDuel. He's priced at probably $7K. Let me see, $6,900. At $6,600, I just don't mind the play, man. Tyson Chandler, price is going down. They are on a back-to-back as well. Tyson Chandler, his price is going down. That's what we like, number one. So he's priced at $5,100 on FanDuel, and on DraftKings he's priced at $5,500. He's on a back-to-back, so it is what it is. But I definitely don't mind the play against Milwaukee. Somebody who I'll probably be taking a strong look at. PJ Tucker, plays a high amount of minutes. Warren, Chris, all these guys play minutes. Keep an eye on the injury situations, and Dudley and Bender. That can give you a nice look at how many minutes these teams, these players here can be logging in. And also keep an eye on the starting lineup. I do like to target small forwards against Milwaukee, so that's something to point out. With that being said, guys, I'm pretty much done. I guess I'll go through my little traditional thing and give you guys a play or my favorite plays from these games. Detroit and Indiana. I'd like to say my favorite plays would have to be Jeff Teague and Andre Drummond and Caldwell Pope from the New Orleans and Washington game. It's just too. This is just a juicy game. If I had to pick 2 or 3 guys, I'd probably. I don't know, man. If I had to pick, it's crazy, man. I like a lot of guys over here, man. That's crazy. I like the start lineup for the Washington Wizards. I like Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday. Shit. Orlando. My favorite play over here would probably be. I like Dwight Howard. I like Schroeder tonight for some reason. I like Schroeder. My my favorite play would probably be Evan Fournier, based off his price tag, and his volume alone. Uh, Philly and Miami. I'm probably would be looking past some Philly players. I guess gotta wait for the news to come out. I don't mind Cyric, T.J. McConnell on the Heat side of the ball. I'm liking Hassan Whiteside, Goran Dragic. Don't mind James Johnson. Moving on along though, I like me some LeBron here. I like LeBron. I like Chris Japps. I like Melo, Jennings, Irving. Charlotte and Utah, Gobert. My favorite play on my favorite play probably be Gobert. I don't mind Batum, and keep an eye out on Burks and Joe Johnson, with Hood being out. If he's out, he should be out. Keep an eye on that injury situation. At this price here, Nikola Jokic, I definitely like it. For a price, I like him. Especially at the good price tag. Kawhi Leonard, I like me some Leonard, and Aldridge. Memphis, I like Aldridge for the simple fact of the price tag. Memphis and Minnesota, you know, uh, man, nice price tags over here. I like Conley and Gasol, Towns and I definitely like me some. I don't know if I'll be rostering Towns, but he's at 9K. I don't know, man. He hasn't had a great history against them. I might have to scratch that. He's in play. I won't be mad if you played him though. I like. I definitely like Conley. I'll just stick with the Conley situation. Milwaukee and Phoenix. Devin Booker. Devin Booker and Jabari Parker are my favorite plays over here. Golden State and Sacramento. I don't have a favorite play from this game. I'm sorry. Anything can happen. So with that being said, guys, I'm out, man. Thank you all for listening. You can like, subscribe, follow follow me on Twitter. My link is in the description. My Twitter handle's in the description. My Facebook groups are down there in the description. My Firstdown page, you can like that page. That's somewhere where I push out lineups. Thank you all for listening, man, and have a good day and good luck tonight on this slate. I'm out.